This is brought to you by the Electronic Church of God, Arizona. Thank you. Welcome to December 6th, 2007, the 5th day of the week. I want to say this, that I have a very heavy heart. One of my best friends passed away at 10:12 last night, Harold E. Cormany. At least he is not in pain anymore. Well, brethren, let's get right on over to the Lord Care Ministry. 1 year with the Lord, day 340. Judas kills himself, Matthew 27, verses 3 through 10. About that time, Judas, who betrayed him, when he saw that Jesus had been condemned to die, changed his mind and deeply regretted what he had done, and brought back the money to the chief priest and other Jewish leaders. "I have sinned," he declared, "for I have betrayed an innocent man." "That's your problem," they retorted. Then he threw the money onto the floor of the temple and went out and hanged himself. The chief priest picked the money up. "We can't put it into the collection," they said, "since it is against our laws to accept money paid for murder." They talked it over and finally decided to buy a certain field where the clay was used by the potters and to make it into a cemetery for foreigners who died in Jerusalem. This is why the cemetery is still called the Field of Blood. This fulfilled the prophecy of Jeremiah, which says, "They took the 30 pieces of silver, the price at which he was valued by the people of Israel, and purchased a field from the potters as the Lord directed me." These chief priests felt no guilt in giving Judas money to betray an innocent man. But when Judas returned the money, the priests could not accept it because it was wrong to accept money paid for murder. Their hatred for Jesus has caused them to lose all sense of justice. Too late. Jesus' formal accuser wanted to drop his charges, but the religious leaders refused to halt the trial. When he betrayed Jesus, perhaps Judas was trying to force Jesus' hand to get him to lead a revolt against Rome. This did not work, of course. Whatever his reason, Judas changed his mind, but it was too late. Many of the plans we set into motion cannot be reversed. It is time to think of the potential consequences before we launch into an action we may later regret. Do you fear God and keep His commandments? A Philippian pilgrim, a workman for God, a friend of Christ. Brethren, are you one of those who are denying the Christ? Do you want to be forgiven? Are you a murderer? Because if you deny Christ, you are. 1 John chapter 2:10 says, if you break one of his commandments, you break them all. And if that means that you are also a murderer of Christ, get down on your knees and repent. Because there will be a time when it's too late. Ask God for forgiveness. And this He will do. Well, brethren, as I said, with a heavy heart, I'll be closing this today and putting this on in the memory of Harold E. Cormany. So God willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Produced for you by Forrest Grote. Thank you.